All right, guys, how's it going? This is BitcoinPoW Helper, aka Crypto Man, checking in. Just wanted to show you guys. I came up on a block, hit a block today on one of my wallets, which is pretty cool. It's been almost 3 weeks since the last time that I hit on this wallet, so very cool, very cool. Trying to stack up transactions as best I can. Keeping up with the hash rate has proven difficult, however. Very happy to be involved in this project, very optimistic. Without further ado, if you came for the title of the video, you're probably here because you want to learn how to back up your wallets. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to look into our wallets. So if you followed my mining tutorial, you're going to see that there's a BTCW folder in your Windows C. If you're mining this coin, you probably know how to find Windows C. It'll be under File Explorer on the side left, or on the left side. This PC, and then boom, Windows C. There you go. You should have it named like BTCW, BitcoinPoW, something like that. So I'm gonna check out the BitcoinPoW one because this is our demo. This is our demo folder for videos. But yours is probably going to be BTCW. But we're going to go in here, and then you're going to see you have your BTCW 1 and 2. So you're going to go into 1 or 2, it doesn't matter. But then you see how I have a name. This one was called Source Wallet. You're going to have a folder that says blocks. You're going to have a folder that says chain state. And then you're going to have all these different DAT files, conf files, JSON files, all that kind of stuff. But you're going to look for the folder that is the same name as what you named your wallet when you created it. So you're going to click on that, and then you're just going to see wallet lock db and wallet.dat. You're going to copy. Hold on. You want to make sure it's selected. You want to know the timestamp. You want to know the date that this was last modified. It's been a while since I've touched this one, but at the same time, yours should be pretty current. So I'm going to copy. Do not cut, because you want this in here so you can use it on your local computer, whatever is running the wallet. I'm assuming that you're still using it there, so you want to save that. If you want to learn more about what a wallet.dat is, it's basically the collective, conglomerate sum of all the private keys on a wallet that's being hosted. So, for example, you may be sending transactions to yourself on a mining wallet, and you may have 500 addresses on that wallet. This wallet.dat contains every single private key for all of those internal wallet addresses. So instead of exporting a private key, you really want the wallet.dat. Now we're going to go to drive E because that's the flash drive that I'm using for this video. So we're going to say wallet 1, source wallet. We're going to specify a little more because we can on this. This is just where you're going to store it. So you're going to open that up. You're going to right click. You're going to paste, and it's going to load. These things are not massive size. I'm going to go over why you only need this, and then you basically are going to have it here, and you're going to go out. You're going to go back. You see where it has the folder. You want to make sure the wallet.dat is in there. You want to make sure the date and the time are the same so that you know this is the exact wallet that you intended to copy, especially if you're doing multiple wallets. Now, next, what you're going to do, you're going to right click. You're going to compress to zip file. Now, that's going to take a few seconds, but what this does is it basically compresses the file into a smaller, lower data form, and it's going to prevent the wallet.dat from corrupting. I've spoken with developers before. They've all mentioned it's really good precaution to zip and compress the folder that contains a wallet.dat. So that's my advice. Next, what I do personally is I put all these in their own little BitcoinPoW folder. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut. We're going to go into the BitcoinPoW folder. You can name this anything you want. You could name this my BitcoinPoW wallets, my wallet backups, anything like that. But I'm just going to name it BTCW to play it safe. So that's actually, you know what? I'm going to change it. That makes it easier so you guys can organize better. So my BitcoinPoW wallets, Next, we're going to cut the zip folder. We're going to go into BitcoinPoW wallets, and we're going to paste that. Now they're both in here. What do you do next? You want this a little secure. I just do this as a extra precaution. It's probably not necessary because you already zipped the other one, but I'm going to compress this into a zip file now too. And because it's already on the flash drive, you're good. I recommend storing these externally. You want to store them on as many different mediums as possible, to be honest. And you know what? What the heck? Let me see if I can get my DVD drive real quick. I'm going to show you guys how to back this up on a DVD. Here's the difference of backing up your wallets on a flash drive and a DVD. Let me get into that in a minute. I gotta find this drive. Here we go. Okay. So I'm gonna plug this in. If I can get it. There we go. I'm going to include a link for a DVD drive in the description below. And additionally, I'm going to tell you, if you go to Walmart, you can get a pack of like 50 of these things. 50, not the drive that reads the disc on new computers, because you know old computers used to read CDs and DVDs, but we're a little past that now. So most storage is electronic or hard drive type stuff. But I still highly recommend backing up your wallets on a DVD, not a CD, but a DVD+R, I believe. Let me see. So I'll post links for the proper type. It's supposed to be a DVD+R. It's pretty standard that they contain about 4.7 gigabytes of storage per disk, which is more than enough to store, you know, even if you use it in this method, you could store about 100 to 120 wallets on a single DVD disk. Flash drives are going to be able to hold a little more on average, unless you have a really old one. However, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a DVD in the, you know, I have a bunch of them, so I don't mind using one for a demo. They only cost about like 50 cents a piece. I'm going to put this disc inside the DVD drive, and now it's going to read the blank disc, and it's going to give you an option to name it. While I'm doing this, I'm going to explain to you why I like DVDs for storage, especially with high value. So let's see. You're going to name the disk, and you're going to have the option, how do you want to use this disk? You're going to use it like a USB flash drive, not with a CD or DVD player. This is going to change the nature of the disk, the format the disk is in. So I'm going to create a disk title, BitcoinPoW Wallets. We're going to make sure that it's selected like a USB flash drive. And we're going to click Next. And it's going to start to configure that disk. It's going to take a few moments. And that gives me the opportunity to explain why I prefer backing up your wallet.dats not only on flash drives and external hard drives, but also on blank DVDs, specifically DVD+R form blank DVDs. So a flash drive, as far as I know, I spoke with an old developer about this. Basically, sorry, I just got distracted with my phone. So basically, flash drives and external hard drives, in some cases, they can have internal batteries. So if you don't plug them in every several months, those batteries can die within the drive. They're built to last a long time, but within 4 to 6 months, you could expect a drive with any of those batteries to potentially die, and then the files within the drive can get corrupted. With a DVD+R, you can burn information on this thing. Yes, there's a risk of scratching the disk. It's a different kind of risk, but at the same time, it does not have an internal battery. So once this information is burnt to this disk, it's pretty permanently there unless you manually delete it. So this is a great way to store BitcoinPoW Wallet.dats long term. I also store other private keys and things like that in this manner. So it's very effective. It's very useful. I like to mark them with a marker, put them in a case, put them away in a safe or something, so I know they're in a secure place. It's great for long term. I prefer both. When I do a backup every couple months, that's how I do it. So let me see. We're gonna look for right here. Okay. So this flash drive came with some software burnt to it already. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy the BitcoinPoW stuff. That's all we care about, right? So because I can't just drag it like this without copying the SanDisk secure access file, I'm just going to copy the zip. I'm going to go to the DVD drive right here, you know? So it's named BitcoinPoW Wallets. If you look at that, it's going to show the name. It's going to show that it's in the drive. You're going to select that drive, and then you're going to see it says drag files to this folder to add them to the disk. I personally prefer to paste. So we copied that zip file. We're going to paste it here. It's burning it to the disk as we speak. So there we go. I really like this, guys. It's a little bit of an investment to get a DVD drive. It's about $20 to $25. And then the discs and the cases are another $20 to $30, but you get like 50 of them at a time. And it's not really a bad deal. You're looking at $100 to have unlimited, not unlimited, but very high storage capacity. When you're storing keys and wallet dats and things like that, you're not going to run out for a long time unless you're working in multiple projects, things like that. So let's see, I'm going back here, and now I'm getting the open folder. Here is the zip. We're going to get the open folder as well. We're going to copy that. We're going to go into the disk again. You can see the DVD right here. I'm going to right click and paste. Now it's burning the second folder, and you can see this single wallet is only 1.4 megabytes, partially because it doesn't have many addresses. As far as I can tell, that has an impact on the size of the file. Let's go back real quick. So we're going to look at how it's sitting on the computer, or actually, let's look at it on the DVD. Why not? So we're going to look right here. This is basically your not locked, but compressed file. You're going to need to extract that. You can look up how to extract a zip, and it'll show you where to import it and stuff. That's pretty straightforward if you just get a tutorial on it. So there's no need for me to go into it here. You're going to look at the open folder. You're going to open that. You see there's a complementary zip and an open yet again that we created. I'm going to go into the open one, and boom, there you go. Now, personally, if it's been a few weeks or months since you made this backup, I would not recommend using this one. It's probably fine, probably. However, I would go in and I would get this, and I would actually, to be honest, I would start unzipping it from here. And I would start unzipping each of the zipped compressed files and getting the wallet itself, this wallet one source wallet. I would get it from the deepest zipped folder. So it's not super complex. It's just hard for me to explain in a way. I'm trying to think because there's something else. Oh, right. So importing. Here's what we're going to do. So for this example, let me just do it. Why not? Let's see. So we're going to go here. We're going to extract all, and you're going to find where you want to put it. So I'm going to put it in my C drive. Theoretically, let's say you have a new computer and you want to import this wallet, right? You're going to go here and you're going to look. It's going to be in Windows C. You're going to select that folder. Oh, hold on. So we got to select a specific folder. So let's go to BitcoinPoW. This is the demo folder. Technically, it's already here, but we're just putting the backup somewhere. So we're going to select that folder. And we're going to extract. It's going to extract the source wallet right in there from the backup. And the backup is likely to still be there. I'm going to confirm in a moment, but you're going to see in the DVD drive, it's still there. So, you know, it just multiplies it. It does not erase it or cut it from here. Now we're going to go into my BitcoinPoW wallets. We're going to look at wallet one source wallet. I'm just showing you guys how to properly import a wallet. So we're going to go here and we're going to, let me see. We're going to put it here. Yeah, why not? So we're going to select, we're going to extract. I want it like on the first folder. So you'll see what I mean in a minute. We're just extracting that file shortly. Sometimes it can take a moment or so, even though it shows that it's mostly loaded. This is just common for me, especially because I'm running so many different wallets. And my, let's see the state of my computer real quick. Yeah, so we've got, you know, peaks of about 80 to 100% of my CPU usage. And we've got, about 50% standard. You can see the speed of this thing, how long I've had it on. It's quite a while. At the same time, I'm really not pushing this thing to its limits because I use it personally. So anyway, here we are in Wallet 1 source wallet. We're going to go in there, and here's your wallet dat. So what we can do now is we can basically, let me see how many wallets I've opened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we're going to get this. We're going to type CMD. We're going to open the command prompt. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to my YouTube channel. Let me see if it can come right up. There we go. So we're going to go to my mining tutorial. Don't mind the audio for a moment. I'm just going to have to pause the video. And I use this to get my my prompt for my command prompt to open wallets. So let's get in here. I'm going to be quiet for a moment while the noise comes in, and then we'll get right back to it. So give me one moment. Okay, so here it is. Personally, I like to use this one because it's just, it works for more different types of wallets. So we're going to go in here. Let's see. BitcoinPoW. You're just going to put the folder name that's hosting the wallet. And then you're going to put the name of the specific folder that you want to create. So what I'm going to do, because now we're using it in the command prompt, I'm going to put underscores here so that it's all one phrase without any spaces. And we are going to press Control V. Now we're going to hit enter. This should be fairly familiar to you guys that have used, the different tutorials that I've created. So look, it's generating a new instance of the wallet as we speak. It's going to load the block index. I just thought it would help to have the importing portion of the tutorial right here so that you just know what you're doing once you have the backup. You need to know how to import it in order to actually benefit from backing it up in the first place. So guys, you're running computers that are mining. Their CPUs are getting loaded with all kinds of information. They're running hot, especially if you don't have cooling pads on them. I would personally say that you never know when a computer could shut down or run into problems. So you really don't want to have your wallets running without them being backed up properly. Now here's something very important that I forgot to mention that I should mention while I'm letting this wallet load. If you generate new receiving addresses on your wallet, let's say for a mining wallet or a storage wallet, and you generate a new receiving address without backing up a new instance of that wallet.dat file, you are not going to have all of the addresses and their balances on your backup. So here's an example. I had mining wallets with 40 receiving addresses. I had them backed up for several weeks. Last night, I found a new bot that's been very helpful that I want to create a video on for sending transactions in the next several days. I just have to start my job at work for the work week. I don't have time to create that tutorial at this time, but I thought the backups were more important to get in motion. So basically, what I needed to do, I generated another 300 addresses for each wallet so that I could send transactions to myself at a cheaper rate with this bot. But the thing is, those new wallet addresses that I created and that I loaded with a bunch of transactions, they do not particularly have themselves backed up on the previous wallet.dat. So I had to redo this entire process and account for the new wallet addresses that I created in order for them to also be backed up. So I had to recreate my backups last night, and it made me think about how important it is for me to get this information out to the community. So I'm just going to tell you guys, this is taking a while to load because my CPU is operating at like a high, a high capacity already, in my opinion. So it's a little bit overloaded. I got a bunch of different applications running at the moment. The memory for our RAM is in use and it's, near capacity. So I really don't like to, push it much farther. But if you see this instance come up and you have a computer that's not overloaded with processing and things like that, it should load fairly quickly. I'm going to show you what's going on in here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, here we go. This is it. So you can see it created its own blocks folder, chain state folder, database folder. Here are your different, hold on. Okay, so yeah, wallet.dat is going to be sitting right there. So when you import it, it sits in a different place. Now here you go. It's syncing, right? It's 11 weeks behind. It's got a bunch of blocks that it needs to catch up on. However, it's all here. That's how it'll be imported if you do it this way. Now, if you want to do it another way, let me actually show you this. So we're going to X this out. It's going to take a moment to shut down because it just took all that time to start up. It's syncing. I actually made a mistake, so here's what we're going to do. Well, I wouldn't say I made a mistake, actually. But let's see. What you can do to make this a little more organized is you can actually call this, hold on, database. Okay. I don't know. This is one way to import. However, I'm looking at these and they have the name of the folder. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna make this BitcoinPoW 3 to keep organized, right? Not there though. Hold on. I'm gonna make a new one. We're gonna do this right. That's one way to do it. But if you want more organization, it's not going to affect the performance of the wallet, but at the same time, it's probably wise to do it this way. So here's what we're going to do. BitcoinPoW 3. I have two wallets here, right? What we're going to do is we're going to go in here. We're going to grab this wallet.dat that I pasted previously in the tutorial. We're going to go into BitcoinPoW 3. Actually, I'm going to get the name of this wallet. Source wallet. Okay. So we're going to go in here. We're going to name it the same thing. I'm naming it the same thing because I'm theoretically importing the wallet from one computer to the next, but I can't make a tutorial with two different areas because I need to keep my computer organized. But in your case, you're going to create BitcoinPoW 3, BTCW 3 as the parent folder. The internal folder inside of that, you're going to have source wallet, like your old wallet. You want it to be the exact same name, preferably. And then that's for organization's sake. We're going to paste that wallet.dat in here. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to start it this way instead. And I'm going to show you the difference between the two. This is actually an unforeseen experience that is going to benefit the community because they can see different ways that they can basically import their wallet. So here we go. BitcoinPoW is the parent folder, and we're going to run BitcoinPoW 3. Oh, hold on. Well, you'll see how I do it. So we're going to do it like this. BitcoinPoW 3, right? So there you go. Now it's going to run. And here's what it's doing. You're going to see in this one that we did arguably in a less ideal way. I wouldn't say it's improper, but it's not ideal. You're going to have the wallet.dat sitting out here, not in the folder. It's fine. It'll run. It'll do its thing. But then you have this database folder that may or may not be there depending on the circumstance. It's no big deal. But in BitcoinPoW 3, now it's syncing on the right folder in here, in my opinion at least, because I like them 1, 2, 3, and then I have a document that lines them up and will have the wallet name associated with each number on this parent folder. So there's no limit to the organization you can have in this. But look, that was empty before, right? This folder, we just pasted the wallet.dat and that was it. Here we go. Boom. Source wallet. Wallet.dat is in there. It's running properly. It doesn't have a database folder in there either. So you've got the chain state, the blocks, all the relevant different application type stuff, the conf files, the DAT files, the lock files. Everything is created properly if you just import it and run it in that fashion. So here it is, trying to sync. I'm going to X that out because it served its purpose. We showed you how it starts up and starts running. If you import it properly, as I instructed in this video, you're going to find that your full wallet balance that was on the previous computer, if it was untouched, is going to appear on this computer now, and all your blockchain data is going to be there, etc. So yeah, that's it. And glad I could provide this tutorial. I hope somebody benefits from it. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And definitely consider. I'm working hard. I want to make a video just about this in the future, but had some issues with sending transactions for a couple weeks there, trying to compete with the other people in the market, running bots and scripts and things like that. So I fell back and lost some momentum. Anybody that's looking to contribute, even 5 or 10 Bitcoin POW, I'll say even half a Bitcoin POW, it's much appreciated so that I can kind of get where I need to be to continue working on this project and to have sufficient incentive to keep pushing because the hash rate is climbing. I've deployed nearly all my coins for mining transactions. I'm not sure what my probability is of hitting or keeping up with the hash rate, but I would hope that I can maintain some momentum and a strong stake in this project so I can continue to provide educational content for the community. So with that said, there's a donation address in the description below. I would greatly appreciate any contributions made there. And thank you. I appreciate your time. Hope you enjoy your experience with BitcoinPoW.